This is the Google Sheets Adopt a Pet project. So in Schoology, you'll click on the assignment Google Sheets Adopt a Pet, and under My Documents, you will see your template. The Spanish speaking students will click on their link, and it's in their directions for the link. So you'll go under My Documents, and it should look like this. So if you plan on adopting a dog, you want to be on this Google Sheet. If you plan on adopting a cat, you want to go down to the bottom and you'll see the words dog and cat. You want to click on the word cat, not the arrow, but the actual word cat. And there you will see your expenses and your sheet that you're going to be using today for your spreadsheet. I'm going to go back over to dog, and because that's what I'm going to be using this demonstration with because I'm a dog person. So before you begin as a dog owner, you want to decide, do you want to adopt a large dog or a smaller medium dog? Because you're going to have two different numbers depending upon the size of the dog. So maybe you might want to think about that first. Okay, so basically all we're going to be doing is transferring the numbers over into column B right next to the cells of the words. So adoption fee, but you want to put your answers in column B. All right. Before we begin, you might want to click on the letter B. Now, A, B, C, D, all the letters of the alphabet indicate the columns of the spreadsheet, and then the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 to infinity indicate the rows. The rows go across this way. The columns go up and down. So you want to click on the column B by clicking on the actual letter B, and you'll notice that the entire column is selected. Now, what we want to do is we want to format this column to indicate money, numbers. So you're going to go up to your toolbar and you're going to look for the dollar sign and you're going to click on the dollar sign. If you cannot see this toolbar, it may be hidden, and you may want to hit this down arrow to show it. So I just clicked on this dollar sign, and you don't really see anything change. You will see something change when you start to enter your numbers. If I'm going too fast on this video, please pause and repeat until you get the information that I'm trying to show you. Okay, so I'm not going to have to type a dollar sign because I already have it formatted to type the dollar sign automatically. So I'm just going to type 250 and hit the return key. All right, notice you'll see that the dollar sign showed up automatically and the decimals. For the cat people, of course, you have a different adoption fee. It's 150. So I want you to be mindful of your sheet and not the dog. Okay? All right, collar. You're just going to keep going. You're going to look for the word collar because that's the next item. And I'm going to type 9.98, enter or return. Leash, 19.48, hit return. Food bowls, 12.98, hit return. Toys, 23.98, 97, sorry. Bones, 14.98. Bed, 39.98. Enter. Okay, so over here it says food bowls 2. You're going to need to purchase 2 food bowls. One is for water, one is for food. Now, I'm going to show you how to do a formula in Google Sheets. It's super easy, and all you have to do is follow my direction. So, you're going to double click double click the cell with the number that says the food bowl, okay? The food bowl number. You want to put your cursor in front of the number. Now, to let Google Sheets know that we are about to do math, you have to hit the equal sign. Look on your keyboard, and next to the delete key is the equal sign and the plus sign. We're going to be using the equals and the plus for this particular lesson. To get the plus sign to show, you have to hit the shift key. But for now, we're going to just hit the equals. So hit the equal sign. Now Google Sheets knows we're about to do math. So we want to multiply this by the number 2 because we need 2 food bowls. So you're going to place your cursor after the number and you're going to hit Shift 8 for the star key, that's the times, and the number 2. Hit return. It automatically does the formula for you. It calculates the 1298 times 2 automatically. Next is supplies total. So we're going to sum up all these numbers. So in order to get this to work, I'm going to zoom back. Hold on. I want to zoom back in again. Whoops. And I'm going to select all the numbers under just the supplies section. I selected all the numbers. I'm going to go up to the toolbar. I'm going to hit the 3 dots and I want to hit this function shortcut. It looks like a backwards E. You're going to click on the functions. You're going to click on the sum, the word sum, click, and then you're going to hit the return key. And it automatically sums up all of those numbers for you. Next is food and bags per month. Now, this is per month, and over here we have some numbers that are per day. So there's approximately 30 days in a month. So we're going to have to do some calculations for the wet food. So let me see if I can get this over here. All right, so I'm going to start with dry food. Now this goes the same for all my cat people as well. You're going to do exactly what I did for the dog. Dry food is $28.98. Hit return. Wet food is $1.80. Hit return. And then the potty bags are $4.98. Okay, now let's just do the total real quick, but I do realize I have to do a calculation here, a formula, but we're just going to quickly do this total. I'm going to zoom back out. I'm going to select those 3 numbers. I'm going to go up to the toolbar, hit the function key, click on the sum key, and hit return. Now, this total will automatically increase when we do our calculation for wet food. Wet food needs to be calculated out. Now, if you have a small or medium dog, you're only going to be buying 1 can for 30 days. If you have a large dog, you're going to have to calculate $1.80 times 2 cans times 30 days. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to double click on the wet food number and we're going to put our cursor in front of the number and we're going to hit the equal sign. This lets Google Sheets know we're about to do math. You're going to place your cursor after the number. And for a small or medium dog, you're going to times 30. Okay? And hit return. If you have a large dog, you're going to click times 30, just like we just did, times, whoops, that's Shift 8 for the times 2, for 2 cans per day. So large dog is 1.8 times 30 days times 2. Hit return. Okay, notice my total went up in value automatically, which is really nice. Okay, stay with me here. Now we're going to do the grand total. Now, this is a little tricky. Just it's very simple, but just stay with me. You're going to click inside the box next to the words grand total. To let Google know we're about to do a formula, you have to hit the equal sign. So you're going to click the equals, and what you're going to do is you're going to click on the number of the adoption fee. You're going to only click one time. So I'm going to click on it one time, and you'll notice it'll say equals B3. Now for the cats, it's going to be different. It might say something different, I'm not sure, but you're going to click on the adoption fee one time. Now you're going to hit the plus sign. The plus sign is shift, and you're going to go next to the delete key where you can see the plus. It's above the equal sign. You're going to hit the plus, okay? And you're going to click this next number, the supplies total. You're going to click on this cell one time. Click. Okay? You're going to hit the plus sign one more time. Shift, plus. And the last thing you're going to click is food and bags total. You're going to click on that one time. You're going to click on that number and hit return. This is your grand total. Okay? Next, food and bags yearly. This is one last formula. You're going to hit the equal sign. You're going to go up to the food and bags total, click on it one time, and there are 12 months in a year, so we're going to multiply times, which is shift 8, the number 12, and hit return. Enter. That's it. One last thing we're going to do is we're going to do a pie chart, and it's very simple. You just select from the word collar. You want to hold down the space bar, or not the space bar. You want to hold down the trackpad, and you want to select the word collar and all of the supplies and their numbers here, but not the supplies total. We're going to not select that. We're only selecting from the word collar down to bed and their numbers, and then you're going to go up to the top where the toolbar is, and you're going to click Insert Chart. And it automatically throws it in the middle. Now, you can close out this chart editor. If for some reason a pie chart doesn't show up, you can actually, these are the different variations of charts. You could do a bar chart or whatever, but I prefer that you use a pie chart, okay? You can close this out by hitting the X. Now, all I want you to do with the chart is simply click on the box, make it a little bit smaller, and drag it down below so I can see that you did a chart. Now, charts are great for interpreting data. You can clearly see the largest item that we spent money on for supplies was the bed, and that has the largest piece of pie. And that's why charts are a great way of interpreting data, because it's a picture rather than just numbers. That concludes our pet spreadsheet, Adopt a Dog or a Cat. You can submit this in Schoology, and if there's any time left over in the class, continue with your typing lessons on typing.com.